It was a chilly December evening in 2013 when Sarah Chen, then a 28-year-old marketing executive at a mid-sized tech firm in San Francisco, found herself sitting alone in her dimly lit apartment, staring blankly at her laptop screen. Her mind was racing, not with work deadlines or emails but with an idea that had been quietly simmering for months. It wasn't just any idea, it felt like a calling, one she couldn't ignore no matter how hard she tried. What if there was a way to create a platform where small businesses could access affordable digital tools to grow their operations? The seed of this thought had planted itself during a volunteer trip Sarah took earlier that year to rural Ohio. She had spent 2 weeks mentoring local artisans and farmers who were struggling to market their products beyond their immediate communities. Despite their passion in craftsmanship, these entrepreneurs lacked the resources to scale their businesses. If only they had access to better tools, Sarah had thought then, almost dismissively, as though it were someone else's problem to solve. But now, back in her bustling city life, the idea refused to leave her alone. Sarah's intuition whispered to her that this could be more than just a fleeting thought, it could be her purpose. Yet, as much as the vision excited her, it terrified her too. She had never started a business before, let alone one rooted in technology, a field she admired from afar but didn't fully understand. Her savings were modest, her network limited, and her confidence shaky. Still, something deep within her, a quiet but persistent voice, told her to take the leap. That night she scribbled 3 words in her journal. Build. Believe. Succeed. Little did she know, those words would become the mantra guiding her through the tumultuous journey ahead. Doubts and decisions, the leap into the unknown. As Sarah sat in her apartment, wrestling with the enormity of what lay ahead, doubt crept in like an unwelcome guest. Could she really leave behind the security of her corporate job? Was she equipped to navigate the complexities of entrepreneurship, especially in the tech industry? These questions swirled relentlessly in her mind, each one amplifying her fears. Her friends and family, while supportive, offered cautious advice. "Are you sure about this?" her mother asked over the phone one evening. "You've worked so hard to get where you are. Don't throw it all away on a whim." Even her closest friend, Mark, who had always encouraged her ambitions, hesitated. "Tech startups are risky," he said. "What if you fail?" The pressure mounted further when Sarah began researching the competitive landscape. Every article she read seemed to highlight the staggering failure rates of new businesses. One statistic stuck with her: 90% of startups don't survive past their first year. The odds felt insurmountable. Nights turned restless as she imagined worst-case scenarios: bankruptcy, public embarrassment, losing everything she had worked for. Yet, amidst the fear, another emotion surfaced: determination. Sarah reminded herself why she had started down this path. Those artisans in Ohio, their faces etched with hope and frustration, haunted her thoughts. If she didn't try, who would? After weeks of deliberation, Sarah made her decision. She drafted a resignation letter, her hands trembling as she typed out the words. It wasn't easy. Walking into her boss's office felt like stepping off a cliff, but she knew she couldn't let fear dictate her future. When she finally handed in the letter, her boss looked surprised but understanding. "I hope you find what you're looking for," he said, shaking her hand. As Sarah walked out of the building for the last time, her heart pounded with equal parts terror and exhilaration. The leap was terrifying, but it was also liberating. For the first time in years, she felt truly alive. Building the foundation. From vision to reality. With her corporate safety net gone, Sarah dove headfirst into turning her vision into reality. Her first step was research, hours upon hours spent poring over articles, case studies, and online courses about entrepreneurship and software development. She quickly realized that while her marketing background gave her a solid foundation in branding and customer acquisition, she lacked technical expertise. Determined not to let this gap hold her back, Sarah enrolled in a coding bootcamp, immersing herself in Python, JavaScript, and web development basics. It was grueling work, often leaving her exhausted by the end of the day, but every line of code she wrote brought her closer to her goal. Next came the challenge of finding a co-founder. Sarah knew she couldn't build a tech platform alone, and after several networking events, she met Alex, a software engineer with a passion for democratizing access to technology. Their shared vision clicked instantly, and together, they began sketching out the blueprint for their platform. They named it GrowLink, a nod to its mission of helping small businesses connect and thrive. Armed with nothing but a whiteboard, sticky notes, and endless cups of coffee, they mapped out features, customizable e-commerce integrations, analytics dashboards, and affordable subscription plans tailored to micro-businesses. But the real test came when it was time to secure funding. With little more than a prototype and a PowerPoint presentation, Sarah and Alex pitched their idea to angel investors and venture capitalists. Rejection after rejection followed, each one chipping away at their confidence. "Your market is too niche," one investor said bluntly. "Come back when you have traction," advised another. Just as despair began to creep in, a breakthrough arrived unexpectedly. At a startup expo, Sarah delivered a heartfelt pitch that resonated with a seasoned entrepreneur who saw potential in GrowLink. He not only invested $50,000 but also introduced them to a network of mentors who helped refine their business model. By early 2015, Sarah and Alex had enough capital to hire a small team and officially launch their beta version. Trials and triumphs. Navigating the startup storm, the initial launch of GrowLink was met with cautious optimism. Early adopters, mostly small business owners from underserved communities, embraced the platform, praising its intuitive design and affordability. However, success was short-lived. Within months, technical glitches began surfacing: slow load times, payment processing errors, and occasional system crashes. Customers grew frustrated, and negative reviews poured in. "This is supposed to help my business, not hurt it," one user wrote in an email that Sarah read late one night, her stomach sinking. The feedback stung, but it also served as a wake-up call. Sarah and Alex convened an emergency meeting with their development team, acknowledging the flaws and committing to fixes. For weeks, they worked tirelessly, debugging code and enhancing server capacity. Slowly but surely, the issues subsided, and customer satisfaction began to rebound. Around the same time, another hurdle emerged: competition. Larger companies, noticing GrowLink's growing traction, began releasing similar tools at lower prices. Sarah faced a dilemma: should they slash their rates to stay competitive or double down on their unique value proposition? After consulting with her mentors, she chose the latter. They rebranded slightly, emphasizing personalized support and community-building features that larger corporations couldn't replicate. This pivot paid off, attracting loyal users who valued quality over cost. Perhaps the most daunting challenge, however, was financial instability. Despite their initial funding, operational costs skyrocketed as they scaled. Cash flow became erratic, forcing Sarah to make difficult decisions, such as delaying employee raises and cutting non-essential expenses. There were moments when she questioned whether she had made the right choice, but resilience kept her going. Late nights turned into early mornings, fueled by sheer willpower and the unwavering belief that their mission mattered. By mid-2016, GrowLink secured a second round of funding, stabilizing their finances and propelling them towards steady growth. Scaling success, growth through innovation and connection. By 2017, GrowLink had transformed from a fledgling startup into a thriving enterprise, serving thousands of small businesses across the United States. The platform's user base grew exponentially, thanks to strategic partnerships with local chambers of commerce and grassroots organizations that championed economic empowerment. Sarah and Alex expanded their team, hiring talented developers, marketers, and customer support specialists who shared their vision. To ensure scalability, they adopted agile methodologies, allowing them to roll out updates and new features seamlessly. One particularly impactful addition was the Community Hub, a virtual space where users could share tips, collaborate on projects, and celebrate milestones. This feature fostered a sense of belonging among GrowLink's users, many of whom credited the platform not just for its tools but for the connections it facilitated. Sarah's leadership style evolved alongside the company's growth. She prioritized transparency, hosting monthly town halls where employees could voice concerns and contribute ideas. Recognizing the importance of mental health in high-pressure environments, she implemented wellness programs, including meditation sessions and flexible work hours. These initiatives boosted morale and productivity, creating a workplace culture that attracted top talent. Meanwhile, Alex spearheaded technological innovations, integrating AI-driven analytics to provide users with actionable insights tailored to their specific industries. Together, they struck a balance between human-centered values and cutting-edge technology, ensuring GrowLink remained both relatable and forward-thinking. The culmination of their efforts came in 2019 when GrowLink was featured in Forbes as one of the top 10 startups revolutionizing small business. The recognition validated years of hard work and sacrifice, cementing Sarah and Alex's status as trailblazers in the tech world. More importantly, it underscored the transformative impact of their platform, which had helped countless entrepreneurs achieve dreams they once thought unattainable. Lessons learned. Actionable advice for aspiring entrepreneurs. Sarah's journey from intuition to triumph offers invaluable lessons for anyone considering the entrepreneurial path. First and foremost, trust your instincts. If an idea ignites a spark within you, it's worth exploring. Sarah's initial hesitation nearly derailed her dream, but her willingness to listen to her inner voice ultimately led her to success. Take time to reflect on your passions and strengths, and align them with opportunities that resonate deeply with you. Second, embrace uncertainty as part of the process. Starting a business is inherently risky, and setbacks are inevitable. Instead of fearing failure, view it as a teacher. When GrowLink faced technical challenges and fierce competition, Sarah and Alex adapted by refining their product and doubling down on their unique value proposition. Stay agile, iterate based on feedback, and remain committed to solving problems creatively. Finally, prioritize people, both your customers and your team. Sarah's focus on building a supportive community around GrowLink not only drove user loyalty, but also inspired her employees to go above and beyond. Foster authentic relationships, invest in your team's well-being, and never lose sight of the human element behind every transaction or interaction. Remember, entrepreneurship isn't just about creating a product, it's about making a meaningful impact on lives. If this video inspired you, hit the like button and subscribe for more daily motivation. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message today.